solid week. I think the easy thing was on a 5-day turnaround is you actually know you can't do any training. So it was an easy thing for us just to focus on recovery, and we're pretty happy obviously with the way the guys performed. Yeah, Jesse had a couple of things going on in the game, just that sort of knee that he got a knock on and then rolled an ankle. So we'll just assess him later in the week, but at this stage he's looking okay, but he's got a little bit of work to do, but he's a professional player, and we hope he's going to get up. Christian hurt his thumb in the second quarter, which ended up being a fracture based on the scan we had yesterday. So he's done very well to play the rest of the game with that. But he had an operation yesterday to stabilise that fracture. So look, we're hoping it's going to be a similar turnaround to Geordie Lewis, where he'll only miss a week. But being the thumb, it may need a little bit longer. But again, we'll just assess him early next week. Harley's just had a bit of plantar fascia stuff going on for a couple of weeks. He started running on the weekend and is sort of pain free. So we think he'll be back fairly quickly, but it's probably a 2-week turnaround. Yeah, look, Jack essentially is out of rehab now. He's training with the main group, so he did the flush and craft session with the AFL guys today. He'll train with the group on Thursday, so it's really about how much work we think he needs before we tick him off to play, but a couple of weeks. So Christian, obviously, with that dog bite last week, he'll be a test this week. He's out of hospital. Surgery went really well, so it's probably more about how we reload him and get him ready for the game. But we'll just see how the wound looks. Vander's, has been consistent really now for probably a month, doing some great work in rehab, running fast, doing more and more footy work. He's probably 4 to 6 weeks away. Yeah, look, Lockie's just been taken out of training just to try and manage his loads. He's coming off a fairly low base as a young ruckman, so we want to take him out of the playing program for a couple of weeks, get a fair bit of work into him in the gym. Just work on his fundamentals and essentially unload his game time, but that'll probably only be for 2 weeks. Kenty obviously suffered the hammy injury Anzac Eve, so he's probably 4 to 5, I reckon. Yeah, Mitch had a reasonably nasty elbow injury in the VFL game against Richmond, so he's probably looking at 5 to 6 weeks, I reckon. Yeah. Corey's had some sort of grumbling hip stuff going on for a little while now. Got to a point where it was really affecting his performance on game day. So, we're taking a pretty long-term approach with him, making sure we really try and get him right for the back end of the year. So, again, he's probably 6 to 8, I reckon. Paddy just with that hammy, doing some really good work in rehab. He's getting up to 75, 80% with his run-throughs, but he's probably still on the indefinite list. Yeah, look, obviously, they're a team, wanting to prove something, so they're going to come out really firing, and we obviously want to try and get 2 on the trot and start to build a bit of form. So, it's going to be a good clash on Sunday at Etihad. Don't think we've had 2 games in a row at Etihad for a while, but our guys really enjoy playing at the venue and against a team that's going to come out firing, so it should be a good contest.